Are you struggling with choosing the right colors for your animal portraits with pastels? Or maybe you don't know what colors are useful or you should invest in for your start? Or you're hesitating to buy the whole set of the pit pastel pencils, or you simply don't have the money available yet, or you would like to save money, then I show you here what colors I highly recommend and what are really useful for your animal portraits with pastels. Before we dive in, I invite you to join Animal Art Week, my 5 days drawing workshop. You can sign up in the link below in the description. I will show you here the pit pastel pencils. They are my favorite pastel pencils. They are from Faber-Castell. They have a range of 60 beautiful colors. I will show you here on this color chart the most important colors I can recommend for drawing realistic animal portraits in pastels. So I have drawn here this color chart. You can see all different colors available. All the colors that are marked here with a turquoise dot are in the set of 24. You can also buy a set of 36 or the 60 color set. And you can buy the pastel pencils from Faber-Castell also in single pencils. So additional to the 24 set, I have marked here colors with a red cross. I would highly recommend to buy them too. You don't need all the colors out of the 24 set, but all the colors here additional with the red cross are very important, especially all shades of brown, gray, and the orangish browns, flesh colors and so on are really useful when you are drawing animals and nature. I will tell you here the colors that I can highly recommend. So of course the white, then the 103, the ivory, perhaps a little darker creamy color, the cream. If you want to draw yellow eyes or flowers or additional components, a yellow would also be useful, perhaps orange, like the dark chrome yellow. You don't need them very often, but for cat eyes perhaps. Then I would recommend, yes, perhaps you need a pink for cat noses, for example, the pink carmine or the rose carmine. The problem with the pinks and the greens is that they are not very light fast. All the stars you can see here determine the light fastness of the colors. The more stars, the better is the light fastness. So I don't use colors with 1 star in commissions for drawing and practicing. It's no problem. They are beautiful colors, but they can fade out after time. For example, they're not very light fast. So I would recommend, if you want to sell your art, don't use them. But for practicing at the beginning, you can use pinks of the pit. Later, I would recommend to use Carputellos or Carandache or Durant pinky colors and also the green ones. Some blues are useful. I would recommend the light ultramarine, of course the dark indigo. It's very useful in shadow areas and so, and perhaps a darker blue, cobalt blue, for example, and some greens for eyes and backgrounds. Perhaps a dark green, the permanent green olive, or yes, the olive green, the May green, a lighter one I would recommend, and earth green. The earth green here, it's a mixture between green and blue. It's also useful. Then the Caput Mortuum is a color I really love. Then the flesh colors, medium flesh, light flesh, and cinnamon, I often use in fur, especially the 132, the light flesh is very useful. Then Indian red, and all the colors you can see here. Then the sanguine, burnt ochre, terracotta. Here perhaps you don't need both at the beginning. They are very similar, burnt ochre and terracotta. Those yellow ochre colors, light yellow, maple yellow, are beautiful in Labrador or Golden Retriever furs. Then of course all the brown shades here, all the shades of brown ochre, raw amber, bista, Van Dyke brown, walnut brown, and so on. Burnt sienna, very important color. I very often use burnt sienna. And of course the shades of gray, so warm gray and cold gray. You only have 2 different shades, warm gray, and 2 different shades cold gray in the set of the pits. The dark gray, Payens gray, and of course lots of black. So I hope this little overview of all the pit colors is helpful for you. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. Okay, so I hope these tips and explanations are helping you to make a decision, either if you invest in the whole set of 60 pit pastel pencils, you will not regret it later, or just buy single pencils or the 24 set and add single additional pencils. Okay, so finally I invite you to join Animal Art Week, my 5 days drawing experience and online workshop, in the link in the description below. And then I hope I see you soon.